Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Every morning I start to do this little checklist. So let me just go through it, all of you guys. Reviewed yesterday's journal, internalized key lessons. I'm trading to execute my system, not to chase combine targets. Slept well, hydrated, and feel mentally clear. I've defined my trading window and will respect it. That's usually the first 2 hours or the first hour of the market open. I will not only take A setups, structure plus volume plus narrative. This is especially very important for intraday because lose focus sometimes. See the shifts in the markets and kind of get to it. So it's always good to know what the A plus setups are. I built this system in the past 2 months, 3 months, and I never had that before. I'm more of a discretionary trader where I can just see a setup. And I've seen it happen so many times that I'll just go for it. But especially with prop firms where the rules are so strict and you have to have a guardrail system and remind yourself and be focused at what you're trying to do and trying to achieve. So getting payouts and following rules and stuff, this is the method now. I'll size appropriately based on account size, buffer, and volatility. That takes an ATR into account. I will trail stops or take profits once 20 points profits, 20 points in the money profit. I'll not re-enter after 2 consecutive losses. This is very, very hard for me to follow because sometimes I totally lose the part. Following risk management. I've set platform risk limits, daily loss caps. This does not apply to this new platform. This was mostly the last platform with Upstep X, where you could just set those limits every day and it would auto liquidate in case you hit your max loss limit. This does not apply. I'll size down or close the day after. This is very difficult. 2 consecutive losses, you size down at least, if not closing the day. I'll keep trading if emotionally tilted or fatigued, mostly fatigued. What happens is when you're not feeling the best, hydrated or sleep wise, you end up taking decisions you might not have if you were fully fresh, ready to go. Stream session for reinforces discipline. I'll use stream review trigger after major trade or emotional pivot. Now I'll just use the stream as a platform where I'll view my trade, what I did, and then watch back at it later or take a moment to breathe and readjust, recalibrate. I'll do 5-minute post session recap. Okay, that's my list done. First thing, literally always, that I do to come in the market is just come in and draw the overnight range. Yesterday we saw a big bull run and literally the whole move got completely sold off. So a lot of opportunity on the way up and on the way down. I'm trading this account with Funded Next. Moved away from Top Step. Hoping to get a payout with this firm. Their rules seem to be a bit more lenient, especially they don't have a consistency rule when it comes to payouts. Means you can ask for payout anytime and get the payout in about 24 hours. But there are nuances. It's always good to read the rules, and I've been in touch with their customer support and they seem very nice. They seem very nice. We'll see. I'll document everything on this channel and Thinking of making a Reddit as well, but it's not letting me post. I did make a Reddit. It's just not letting me post because I don't have much karma, or I don't have much, what do you call it? Days on the Reddit account. It's my new account, so it's just born like recently. Okie dokie. On the left, I have trading view. I've asked or requested the support to see if I can get real-time data on the trading view. They said I don't have to buy a charting package. They said once I connect Trader 8 with TradingView, I should see real-time data. So I'm just getting an update on that. I could just open. A whipsaw. Let's see if it's first bar negative or first bar positive. In.
Order filled. Stop filled.
It was just a feeler to test the market and see what it does.
Order filled.
I have a feeling that we're going to rally up. Seeing that we're at the 50% mark of the overnight range, usually it just means that there's a lot of good bull momentum. I know it's the first 5 minutes and I should be more careful, but we'll see what happens. I got a tight stop anyway. There's a lot of opportunity usually in the first 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and then everything fades off. The volume, it gets more difficult for me to trade. So trying to catch the first initial moves, see if we can make some money. There's definitely a 50-50, but risk to reward at play here. Means we win, it's going to be at least 1:2 or 1:2.5. And if we lose, then it's not going to be that bad. Seeing a lot of resistance at this point. Come and mark the high and low. First 15 minutes. That would be the opening range. And then we'll see if market just wants to stay in the opening range or wants to get out of it. My bet is that it would get out of it, seeing that we have some strong volume and the first bar is positive. I'm just waiting for the first 5 minute to close in 7 seconds and see how that reacts. Finding some resistance here. Not what you want to see.
Stop filled.
Stopped out. Try to switch the narrative here and see if we break the low. I'll try to go short, but this could be very unfortunate as well.
Order filled.
Trying to switch the narrative. Seeing that big wick on the 15 minute, we could see a nice move down, so and boy, if we actually go and sell off today, it's be a very nice day. We're seeing some selling action in the market. Up, down, down, down. So there's a lot of resistance, overhead resistance here. But a lot of support here as well. This is a very deciding moment for the market right now. I tried to go long, but I didn't see much momentum carrying it forward. So I'm switching narrative here. Trying to go short and see if we can continue the move down. If it continues, it'll be pretty good. Looks like we're flirting with that. We're below the 50% of the overnight range. Consolidating here, but we come and test the low of the fifth opening range, we could see a move down. The moment it's just stuck. Not much on the opening range. 30 points. Nothing. Used to seeing about at least 60, 80. These days 100 too. My goodness. Not a lot of volume. But a lot of potential to the downside, seeing that we got rejected and there's a lot of resistance here. Once we break these lows, we'll come pooching down. What I would like to see actually come and revisit these 620 level. Not sure if it's going to do that. Does that, that would be pretty nice. Coming down this level. But we need a lot of volume for that. We're going to do it today. Sure. I'm not sure. Definitely a moment to add now.
Order filled.
Adding here. Stock break even.
Stop filled.
And stop me out.
Order filled.
Buying other steps short. Stop me out. Could have waited before I moved my stop break even. Commissions are actually a lot on this platform. You can see so far I've racked up about $42 in commissions just off of 2 trades. One was break even. So just the number of contracts you're trading micros, commissions are higher than if you're trading on minis. But minis does not give you that scaling in and scaling out flexibility. The next time I might try the minis. One mini, because on this funded next challenge or platform, one mini is about one mini is 5 micros. Usually one mini is 10 micros, but here one mini is 5 micros. So I'm allowed 2 to 4 minis. Such a low volume day. This candle, the 5-minute needs to close outside of the opening for it to be a completely bearish pattern. If it closes in the middle somewhere, then kind of tells me it's going to be a very choppy day. Something I'm not a big fan of or totally want to avoid today. Tuesdays could be nice trending day, depending what it wants to do. It at least picks a direction. I might get stopped out on this one as well.
Stop filled.
Loss. Yeah. Let's review. How did that go? What did I do? First trade was here, break even. Didn't lose much, $9 profit, break even. Second trade was a pretty gnarly loss because as soon as I closed the trade here, wicked me and came up. But nonetheless, that was a $200 loser that could have been prevented. Second trade was a sell that was stopped at break even. After I added, my average came down. I got stopped break even pretty quickly. And the third trade was a short as well. I think I opened that a little bit too quickly, and the believe market's going to come down above the VWAP, and I got tapped out, tapped me out, and started moving. Now we're just consolidating in that little region. So let me see what Dow is doing. Dow is seeing some sell moves for sure. That's what I wanted to see in NQ. Usually if one index pooches like that, the other follows. So
Order
I'm
filled.
going to see if we can go for a short here. Just off of what the Dow is doing. Selling off. So Nas might be coming and selling off. Just haven't seen it yet. These entries might look like, in hindsight, this is just very tight stops. Market can move this much. Stops are tight. But I really want to see it come and tap these levels. Is it going to do it today? I don't know. I really don't know. We can try. I think some recovery in the Dow. Not something I would like to see, but yeah, I'm
Order
adding
filled.
to Nas again. See if we're lucky the second time. I'm hoping for a runner. Needs to take out these wicks. And these lows down here, need to take them out. Dow still flirting with the lows, so that's going to give some conviction for sellers in the NQ. At least that's the idea. But I would like to at least coming down and peaching, touching the yesterday's overnight range. Try to be patient, but realize looking at my journal that I'm too patient in taking profits. I want a big runner and it comes back reversing and I lose all of that. So I need to be a little bit more mindful. I take the full losses, and these account sizes don't allow too much drawdown. So my trading style kind of fighting with the account rule. This account, I want you to take these 1:1, 1:1.5 trades. 1:2 quick. They don't want that 1:8, 1:10, 1:4. Okay, we're seeing some movement. Now I'll just be patient. Bring my stop in the money in the overnight range. If it's a nice big trend day, then we're looking at a big drop. Let's see what the Dow's doing. Dow's still at the lows, so we might see good little push down on the Nas. And that's very confidence inspiring for the sellers. It's just a matter of just being patient. Getting my hands off the computer. I wanted to break these lows here. A lot of volume. Not much to say here. Just that there's a big possibility we might just see new lows for the day. Or I might just get stopped out a little bit in the money, which will put me in the red for the day, but it's worth waiting for it to see if we can get a larger payout. That's the move. Break that double bottom low, and we're seeing a nice acceleration on the downside. Still stuck here. And that's the new 5-minute bar. See what this candle has to do. Testing those lows right now. If it breaks it, it will be with volume.
Stop filled.
Looks like I didn't take profit and
Order filled. Order filled.
I have to change the narrative now. As part of my strategy. If it didn't want to go down, came up with so much volume, we might see a nice big push up. It means buyers might be interested in this area. And they will squeeze out all the shorts. Could have taken profit there, but I was giving it a chance to break these lows and keep going lower. Okay, seeing some movement up here. Want to be patient and see if we can come and test the highs here. If this was a fake out, grab some liquidity for the actual move up. This candle needs to close between the overnight range. That's not a good sign. That whole candle sold off. And it just did some stop loss runs before it actually wants to go
Stop
down.
filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Might be chasing price here, but just trying to follow the market. Maybe it's just today is one of those days.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
Yep, it's one of those days.
Order filled.
Messing me up both
Order
ways.
filled.
And I kind of broke my rules of over trading and not stopping after 2 consecutive losses because this account had a loss cause anyway pretty soon.
Order filled.
Yep, that was done. So pretty bad day. Got chopped around, went over leveraged. Thought it was going to be a trend day, which it might, but maybe I should have. This account just couldn't hold size, and now it's just going down without me. So sucks. That's trading. Hope to see everyone tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Little review. Flipped the narrative a couple of times. Wasn't my day. Market kept chopping around, and I could have sized down. I could have never prevented this loss. Maybe make it half, but if this was a profit day, this would have been double the size. So not worried about that. Thanks everyone for watching, and we got auto liquidated on this small account. See you tomorrow.